Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you a little bit how my day as a dog handler here at the Streeper Kennels really look like. So what kind of task do I do every day? So yeah, let's get started. The day starts at 8:30 with a really nice breakfast. You have everything from sweet options and also like savory food, eggs, ham, everything that you wish for. So my morning routine doesn't start with the dogs. I have to take care of some other animals that live in a barn next to the dogs. So I need to take care that they have enough food and drinks and yeah, that they are happy. So let me show you where it is. I equip myself with some fresh water and now let's go to the barn. It's 3 goats, 1 little pig and 2 cats and 2 rabbits. So each morning one of us, either me or my colleague Jacob, goes to the barn to feed the animals, look after them, clean a little bit and make sure they have enough water and food for the rest of the day. All the time I'm going to the storage of the oats, everyone is following me like crazy. They know what it is and they try to sneak in, but no. Go. Yes. Their main food is hay, but the oats are a little bit like an energy kick or sweets for them because they are really happy. They are sometimes wilder than the dogs are when it comes to food. Yes, you get your foods. So the pig doesn't eat hay, so that's the reason why the portion for the oats are a little bit higher here. So, but the goat should also get something. Yes. So now everyone is happy eating breakfast. My first dog job in the morning is to poop scoop. So that actually means just clean the yards from all the poop from the dogs, and I don't have a problem with it. And I thought, yeah, perhaps this is like the least fun task from all the tasks I have here. But it's actually pretty great. Because it's not really poop scooping. It's more like delivering attention and giving nice pets everywhere. And poop scooping is just like the side task you do while you just say good morning to each dog. So even if you have a day where you're not in the best mood or feel a little bit sleepy, as soon as you deal with these 80 really great dogs, you afterwards feel pretty happy and can really start in the day. Yes. 1/3 of the dogs we let loose, so they can run around and yeah, this on the one hand triggers a little bit the pooping process, and on the other hand the dogs get a little bit of exercise even on the days where they don't have training. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to decide whom to let loose because they're all just begging you, please pick me, and yeah, it's difficult to be fair and just let loose everyone once in a while. There are old dogs who really know how it works, and when you call them, they come back to their house, so you can just put the chain on them. The younger dogs, however, they use their freedom and they run around freely and wild, and sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get them back to their houses. So we put our leashes on their collars, so we have something to hold on to when they run next to us to catch them back and bring them to their houses. But in general, the dogs behave really well, even though they don't receive the special training on like listening to the commands. They just know how it works, and when you return to your house, you are very likely to get loose again the next day. Let me explain the background information to the Streeper Kennels. Terry Streeper established the kennel in the early 70s. The kennel is now run in the second generation by his son Buddy Streeper. He is the current world champion and one of the most successful dog mushers. But it's not just him, the whole family is into dog mushing, and his wife Lena and his 2 daughters also participate in many races. At the moment, they are all in Alaska, and my colleague Jacob and I support Terry here with all the dog handler tasks. At the moment, we have around 80 dogs here. Another 45 are currently in Alaska with Buddy to participate in races. The dogs here are divided in males and females. This is why we have a fence in one of the yards. The dogs don't run away even if you let them loose. They usually just stay around the area, and as soon as you call them, they go back to their houses. As it is a big social group, it is important to give every dog a safe haven where they can rest. This is the reason why the dogs are chained up, so they have their own private space. Without it, there would be a lot of fighting, food stealing, bullying. So to prevent this, we just let them loose when we are around, so for poop scooping or after they return from a run. And we always have an eye on it, that there are no fights and no aggression, that they all just behave pretty well.
So, whom do we have left? Yes.
Training is the main part of the work here. The dogs love to run. The dogs that we have here are mainly young dogs, so puppies or dogs which are younger than 2 years. We also have some of the retired dogs which are not running races anymore. We use the old dogs to teach the young dogs a little bit how it is to be a sled dog and how you should run, because the puppies don't know, and sometimes they just need someone older to show them. We have 2 to 3 teams each day with a total of 8 teams. We put harnesses on and connect them to the leash that is connected to the sled. We connect this leash either to a sled or a skidoo, especially with the puppies. It's sometimes easier to connect them to a skidoo behind them, because if you want to stop and correct something and entangle them, then it's easier with a skidoo than with a sled, because the skidoo is way heavier, and if you stop, you stop. A skidoo also goes in front, so the dogs have something to follow and know which way we want to go.
Just another sunny day in Southern California. It's where the people came to play. Don't let them transform you.
Whoever is not on the tracks, on the training, take care of maintenance jobs, as fill up the straw in the houses so the dogs have it nice and cozy in their houses. Sometimes the dogs like to chew on their houses, on the wood parts, and therefore we paint it with a paint that is made of like... let me speak, please. Shh. So with a paint that is made from bell pepper and a little bit of chili and... So basically we have this called Schnaps in Germany, which is called Mexicana, and it actually smells exactly like that, just without alcohol. Yeah, and we put it here because, it's not dangerous for the dogs, but they actually don't like this sharp and acid taste, so they stop chewing on the houses, and this will keep the houses longer alive. We shovel snow, we take care of the garbage, or repair the bowls. There are many tasks, but still enough time to pet and play with the dogs.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe you don't wanna know what you...
Each afternoon we help with watering the dogs. Due to the cold temperatures, we serve warm chicken soup, so to say. So the dogs have an incentive to drink immediately, otherwise it could just freeze. During the day or during running, they keep hydrated by eating snow. We change every day whom we start with, the boys or the girls, just to have a little bit of fairness there. When I'm finished, Terry does the second round with the food. They also got something in the morning, of course, but that's something Terry does himself. Every other day, when I don't water, I drive to town to collect scraps from the local supermarket. It is surprising how much a small supermarket like that one here has meat scraps. However, we just use the meat that is still good. The dogs are athletes and need very good food, and the supermarket scraps are just an add-on to their normal food. Dinner is at 6 p.m. Afterwards, we can hang out in our own apartment in the basement of the house. We have a TV, a PlayStation, and Jacob even brought an entangle. And here is my room. It's very spacious, with a bed, an indoor closet, and a desk where I can work on. I also have a window, but the view at the moment is not that spectacular because that's the amount of snow. Yeah. We just had like new snow, or still have, and I think it piles up to 1 meter in front of my windows. So I would say, all in all, it's an awesome place to spend the winter. Next time I will present you my furry friends and awesome colleagues, because each dog has a very unique character, and so we go around a little bit in the yard and I will present you whom I'm working with here. So see you next time. Bye bye.